this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there.
Position on second.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Oh, no. 3 down. 3 down. Oh, no.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Shift. Hey, kill.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Right there. 56. Bring it.
From midfield, here's Breeze. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Any weapon. We got 3. Check 3. Check 52. We're good. Like 4. Ready. You got tight right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. 5-8. Months 56. Hey, watch the slant. 12.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score, Chiefs 7, Saints nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Hey, easy. Motion. Check 31, check 31.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Level. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Shotgun now for Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
Watch twitch. Watch it.
On the ground, Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Breeze. Going with a screen for Murray. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Breeze now. Ginn has it complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 30 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Under 10. H3, troop, 18, chopper.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he... It's caught at the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Saints
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Running with Kamara.
Ready. 5-9.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Breeze. He's got Smith here, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3.
Hey, you kill. You kill. Fresno.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop.
Ready.
That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Come on, baby.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On the ground, this is Kamara. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
53 kill. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, there's a 180. Oh, you got deep.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll buy some time right. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Yellow.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Flush to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 32 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Reggie Ragland gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for two, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. Two-point try fails.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a long day. 21. 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Opposite.
56.
Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to throw up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Breeze now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. To throw, it's Breeze. And Gaines got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big... And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check.
Back to throw. Mahomes. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Breeze is looking to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So after the INT, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set. 5'8", 5'8". 5'9".
From midfield, here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, You know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.